Longueville. A wonderful French chateau, which the beautiful wines are available here at the Metropolitan Polo Club, and he's put the ball in now, so we'll get underway. And up first one to really get hold of the ball is Lance Watson for South Africa. He'll take it down towards the goal now. Nobody there marking him. In comes Ungamu. Ungamu goes to the backhand, can't pick it up. And finally there it's Eduardo Pan tries to stop it, but it not good enough. It's gone through. And so the first score goes to South Africa, with a nice attacking move set up there by Lance Watson. So from the back, Ungamu puts the ball, bit of spin on it, takes it out to the right-hand side. It'll bounce off the boards there. It's going to be picked. Oh, big bump coming in there was Tom de Bruin. Got the backhand in, but it's picked up by Ungamu, who brings it forward now. Just trying to clean the ball up. Eduardo Paz there, but Ungamu brings it into centre field. Tom de Bruin gets it on the near side now, comes around on the inside of the circle, cleans the ball up, gets it going straight. Pony's got its ears flat, so has Tom. He's heading down towards the goal now. He's got a cut shot from here. Difficult one to play on the snow, so he'll try and dribble it around, give himself a bit more goal to hit at, and comes in, and finally Ungamu pinches the ball off him, brings it out to the boards. Lance Watson's backhand hits a Pony, bounces over the back line, and so strong attacking move by South Africa, but it doesn't result in a goal, and it will be a hit in from the back line again by France, but they're not able to get right up on the attack. So Ungamu brings it up along the boards, right along the side. In there to pick it up is Gonzalez for France. Manuel Gonzalez takes it into centre field. Chris McKenzie, he gets his first hit of the ball, bounces it off the boards with the backhand up to Lance Watson. Goes a bit far for him. Two men coming to it there. First one to it is Eduardo Pan, and then it's picked up by Tom de Bruin. Eduardo is there again. He puts the ball in the air. Lance Watson taps it down in mid-air, now brings it forward. Goals opening up for him. In comes Gonzalez. Gonzalez picks it up. Tom de Bruin's shot will put another one on the board for South Africa. So they've opened up very, very strongly here. 2-0. And so a bit of pressure on France now. Ungamu can't get them out of this defensive half, so he'll try, I think, and rather than do the big hits, he'll try and just keep control of the ball and run it up the field himself. Doing it nicely too. Good smooth surface opening up here. First chucker on this field today, and he drives the ball up. Now that's got France into the attacking zone. Runs right down into the corner. Gonzalez is there, tries to keep the ball in play. He's successful in doing so. Doesn't want it to go over the back line out there in the corner, but I think eventually it does. So we'll see a hit in. Well, the whistle's blown, so I'm not sure whether a foul has resulted or whether they've just decided that the ball was unplayable down there in the corner. That's what they've said. So we'll hit it in. It's gone over the line. So they just blow time off while we reorganise. South Africa will take the hit. Tom de Bruin it is, and he not happy with things there, so he'll just come around again. So he'll, well, not sure, Greg Kite's just gone off there to check something down in the corner. I'm not sure if something was said from the sideline, but the South Africans are all back behind the line. Well, looks like they're going over to the other side. No, I'm not sure what the ruling is there. Anyway, it's Tom de Bruin's going to take it from the spot that it was placed first. And umpire's happy now with the way things are going, so Tom de Bruin will bring the ball forward. I think that just might have been tapped down by Gonzalez. The ball spinning in a divot there, picked up by Eduardo Pan. Pan's shot doesn't go very far. Well, there's, you could see a couple of players coming in from different directions there, and the umpire's not happy with the fact that there were two men coming down the old line and another defending player came in across the line, so it will now be taken down for an open goal, sorry, for a defended goal penalty in for France. Trailing by 2 goals, but they've just changed their tactics a little bit and have got them down the attacking half. Once you can do that in this game, it's quite It's quite an advantage. And this is Gonzalez strikes the ball nicely. That's the way to hit a penalty. Just bounce it a couple of times. Don't try and put it in the air where the wind and the breeze and the spin can get it. And he just bounced it there. Was going solid enough through. So that's France back in the game now. 2-1 the score. Tom de Bruin puts a big one on up on the halfway line now. Going hard for it there, Zungamu. He's going to just tap the ball. No, he doesn't. He cuts it nicely, actually, because Gonzalez has turned up and he's got the ball just sitting up in front there. Nobody marking him. Couple of green shirts going back in defence. But he's taken it out to the right-hand side. He's got a massive cut shot from here. Goes for it, but it goes over the back line. And so that's no score results. But again, the French team have sort of worked out how to get their attack going now. And after South Africa slamming those 2 quick goals. So now Tom de Bruin looking to see where his forward players are. Chris Mackenzie's well marked there. So Tom de Bruin decides to go on his own, but there's plenty of white shirts up the back in defence there. Now Ungamu will tag onto him. Goes hard for him and gets him and takes the near side backhand shot. Chris Mackenzie's got it covered though for South Africa. He'll cut the backhand out to the sideline. Hits the umpire's pony. Tom de Bruin can't dig it out there, but here comes Gonzalez. Gonzalez running it down for South Africa, for France now, and it's tapped in there. Oh, nice defence shot by Tom de Bruin. Picked up there by Eduardo Pin, but he well wasn't happy with the way the umpire saw that, but he's turned it to the right of the post, so no score result. And it will be again South Africa, so they're camped down on their defensive half at the moment. Can't quite get away. France doing a good job of blocking their attacking moves. This time it's gone up to Lance Watson. He'll just dribble it over the halfway line. Now he gets a hit at it. Doesn't get a lot of length on it though, so Ungamu's going to come in and take him out of the way and play the near side backhand. Lance Watson just blocks it nicely, traps it, but Ungamu's around quickly and he's away for France again now, doing a fair bit of damage here. Ungamu, nice backhand, Tom de Bruin. Out towards the sideline, bounces off the boards. Picked up there by Gonzalez, goes into centre field. Chris Mackenzie sitting there waiting for that one, and he's got it on the stick side, so Gonzalez has to go around on the other side now. Chris Mackenzie up in front of goal, backhand by Gonzalez. Umpires blow the whistle. Well, desperate defence there by France. Chris Mackenzie got away, and he was heading for goal, so had to do something. Umpires have said it's a penalty right in front of goal. Tom de Bruin will tap that one through, and that'll put South Africa out to 3 goals now. They lead France by 3-1. So wasting no time getting back in play. It's come up along the boards. And ball's gone over the sideline, up into the stands, and so it will be a throw in from umpire Greg Kite now. Gets caught up amongst the middle of the ruck, and Eduardo Pin trying to... the whistle's gone, so let's see which way they're going to take this one. Well, they're heading down to the South African goal, so it looks like France with the free hit. There's 7 seconds left in that, but it's a penalty shot, so there's plenty of time for him to try and score this. And Juan Gonzalez did a good job of converting the previous penalty. So can he get the second one? And France will be a lot happier if they're able to go into the second chucker with just a goal the difference. So here he comes, trots in, leans over, puts the ball through the post again. So that's 2 goals to France now, 3 goals to South Africa. So, no, the siren rings, so that's the end of the first chucker. So interesting situation. South Africa being very dominant to start with, then France putting on quite a lot of attacking moves and eventually just making it 1 goal the difference, which in this snow polo is nothing. So a lot of pressure on France to come back and score quickly if they can in this first chucker. And South Africa, well, they're doing enough attacking, but they'd be a bit... Penalty hits, so we're back on the field now. We'll start the second chucker, and umpire Greg Kite puts the ball in. And Nice little backhand shot there by Juan Gonzalez. Up to Eduardo Pan. He takes it on the near side. Lance Watson gets the better of the right off though and plays the backhand shot. He puts it out towards the sideline. And Tom de Bruin's there to pick up the pass. Puts it into centre field. Eduardo Pan coming in there. Cuts the little backhand round the pony's tail. It just doesn't go in quite the right direction. But Ungamu's there in time to bring the ball. Taken there by Chris McKenzie. Puts it across the field. First one onto that line is, stolen there by Lance Watson off the backhand. And he's going to run it in towards goal. This is a difficult shot for him here. Can he get to it? No, he can't. It's just rolled over the back line to the left of the post. So France are the ones that breathed a sigh of relief from that play. And Lance Watson will be just wishing that it bounced the other way. Anyway, it didn't, so it remains 3-2. South Africa in the lead. Nungamu comes across the goal this time. Finds himself a bit of space out on this left-hand side, and he'll just bring the ball back into centre field now. He's got a bit of a passageway there for him hitting to Juan Gonzalez. It's tapped forward by Lance Watson. Now he's got the backhand. He's got his players running, but he just feints and then turns. And Gonzalez will go with him. Watson's going to bring it down through the field. Eduardo Pan goes for the meat, doesn't quite pick it up. Watson's still got the ball. Chris McKenzie's there, so is Tom de Bruin. De Bruin, well, he's got the ball, so no need to appeal. He'll just dig it out from the sideline. Watson. Stopped there by Pan. Eduardo Pan's going with him. Now it's taken away there by Juan Gonzalez. Eduardo Pan does a big turn there and brings the ball up along the sideline. Now he drives it down to the scoring zone. Gets a lovely little bit of spin on that ball. Coming in there now is Ungamu, but first to it's Chris McKenzie. His backhand shot brings it out to the boards. Bounces back into play. 4 of them going for the ball there, and well, some loud voices there, so we'll just see if we can pick that up. Strong appeal from Lance Watson. And umpires will probably bring it back to centre field, I think. But I think he got a horse's head right on the leg. So, penalty halfway. And it was just a real squeeze up on the sideline, and when you come in at right angles, that's considered dangerous, so a penalty is awarded, and it will be Tom de Bruin takes it from the halfway line. Gets a nice bit of length on it though, but it's not going to get right through the ruck. It's turned on the near side there by Chris McKenzie. Umpires aren't happy. They've blown the whistle. I think what they said was in order to play that near side shot, he turned at right angles. The French player had turned up onto the line fairly quickly. So you see the umpires now will, there it is. Now you see, that's just after Ungamu's there. Watson going in. Now, I think they've said, you'll see the 2 umpires conferring there, and umpire Greg Kite just speaking into his microphone. The 3rd man, the referee, is up in the stands. He's looking down on the play from height, so he can see the angles a little differently to the 2 umpires on the field. The rules for polo are pretty much just safety rules to stop collisions and dangerous play. Otherwise, you can be anywhere on the field going any direction you like, as long as you don't come across the line of play that may cause a collision. So now, Ungamu from the penalty, he takes it across the field, trying to find a bit of clear space. Not going to get it though, because Lance Watson has clamped on him. So he'll play the ball out now and see if he can get one of his other players to pick it up. It goes all the way to the back line though, so it'll be South Africa to hit in. Tom de Bruin. Now he's settled down a little bit here. He was going for the big hits earlier on, but the French had worked out how to trap those. So he's taken it up on his own, up over the halfway line. A couple of players over the ball. Oh, Eduardo Pan gets a backhand in, and Juan Gonzalez has picked up the pass here. Here goes France on the attack now, down towards the goal. That's going to be a cracker of a goal for France. So Juan Gonzalez has brought up the equaliser there. Here he comes on that, and he picked it up on the half volley and belted it through the goal. So very, very confident play. Nice turn of play there by the French. So they're right back into this game now. South Africa have had a goal this chucker, but they've been down in this defensive half quite a bit of the game. So France certainly taking it to them. South Africa had a good win on the first day here, and I think probably that made them one of the favourites to make the finals, but they're fighting for their life here today. So from the sideline, umpire Greg Kite will throw the ball in. He's just asking the players to give him a clear passageway. Now he puts it in, and it goes through to the back of the ruck, picked up eventually by Tom de Bruin. Tom de Bruin's caught on the boards with the ball, backed out there by Juan Gonzalez, but it's picked up by Chris Watson. Watson's shot has gone down, well, it spun back into the boards. Difficult shot there for Ungamu, but he gets it and belted there by Eduardo Pan. Unfortunately, right into the umpire's pony, and the umpires will decide that's a big disadvantage because it put it back into the attacking zone for South Africa. So I think probably what we'll see is they'll line up and it'll be thrown in towards the sideline at the spot where the umpire's horse got in the way. It does happen. They try and get out of the way, but that ball comes very quickly from some of these backhands. So who can get possession out of this line out will be important. Tom de Bruin gets possession, but he didn't want to do that. He's put it up into the crowd. So his next shot will be the next play will be a throw in again, and that of course gives France the opportunity, which they have, to take possession of the ball, put it up along the boards, and Gamu comes through and plays the near side shot, brings it into centre field. Chris McKenzie there for South Africa, goes across the centre line. Now he's got a cut shot from here. What'll he do with it? He'll just try and dribble it forward. Difficult to do in this snow polo, but anyway, Ungamu dives in, takes the ball around the corner. Umpires blow the whistle. Well, pretty confident look on the South Africans' face. They're heading back down to the attacking area. France rather disconsolately. Here we go, just the play there. You see he dived in, came around in front of the line, so that's exactly what I was saying before about the fact that that can be dangerous. He puts his horse in the way of the other horse running on, and so South Africa with their first penalty opportunity of the game. See what Tom de Bruin can do with this. Earlier in the tournament, we saw people trying to hit the ball into the air to keep it away from defending players. This is a defended penalty, so you'll see there's a player right in the goal mouth. So it has to go past him, and he's put it through the centre. So South Africa pushed that lead out to the lead again. 4-3 the score. France to hit in from the back. Ungamu comes in. This time he puts a bit of wood on it and takes it right up to the halfway line. He's got Eduardo Pan out there. Tom de Bruin comes in, gives him the bump, plays the near side backhand, and umpire has to get out of the way. Ungamu and Watson there. Ungamu decides to take the ball forward and then play the backhand shot. Goes up along the boards, tapped out by Chris McKenzie. McKenzie trying to get possession for South Africa, bringing it across the field. Bounces awkwardly for him. Tom de Bruin gives his teammate Shane Watson a bit of a bump, and then it comes forward. It's picked up by Gonzalez, but then drops down in front of Watson again. Now, plenty of players coming in from different directions there. They all think they had the right to be in there. Umpires will make the decision for them. So, see you can see just there on the replay where he swung the back of his horse across the front of the player, and that's just as bad as swinging the front. So Ungamu comes in and takes the penalty shot now. Up to the halfway line it goes. Coming in there is Lance Watson. Watson is able to take possession of the ball right down to the back of the play. Now he comes around the corner with it, leans out and lets it go. Ungamu's back there in defence, but Tom de Bruin's picked up the pass. He takes it down towards the corner. Onto the boards it goes. Eduardo Pam puts it into centre field. Ungamu gets the little creamy pony going now. Up towards the halfway line. First bell rings, 30 seconds. France are down by a goal here, and that's going to go over the back line. He just hit that one too hard and too far to the right. So we need to... We'll see a hit in from the back line. Not many seconds left in the play, but South Africa probably want to see if they can get one more run at it. So umpires have called play. Siren hasn't gone, and well, bit of gamesmanship by South Africa there. Didn't want to give France possession in front of the goal, and three of them rode at the ball and then didn't hit it. So they used up the 30 seconds. So which is quite legitimate, but anyway, South Africa 4-3. Will go into the third chukker, just a bit confident. Back in play now for the third chukker, so critical for France to score quickly if they can here, and it looks like Tom de Bruin, though, who's taken the ball of the attacking half for South Africa. Comes off the boards now. He's out on his own on the side there, and somebody will come to him. It looks like Ungamu. He's going to make sure he has to play at it, but it's picked up by Chris McKenzie. McKenzie trying to put the ball into the centre, but he's hooked out of the play. Tapped out there by Gonzalez. Picked up by de Bruin. De Bruin shot. There's a lot of traffic up there. Hits a couple of ponies. Backed out by Ungamu. Ungamu's shot is picked up by Edouard Pan. Edouard Pan shot up to Tom de Bruin. De Bruin can't get hold of it. Now finally it's Juan Gonzalez. Clears the ball away. Finds a bit of open ground. Drags it down across the halfway line. Look at the green shirts coming back in defence, but he's got it up in front of goal. And if he can be the next... Oh, lovely shot there by Chris McKenzie. Great saving backhand sitting right on the goal line. Ungamu, well, I think Juan Gonzalez was probably imagining that one all the way through the goal, but anyway, it didn't happen. So he's got possession again on the sideline. Pops it up in the air, goes down to the back line and will run over well to the right of the post. So Tom de Bruin. Exciting stuff. Great save by Chris McKenzie there. So Tom de Bruin this time puts plenty of length on that ball. Look, it bounces on the halfway right down to the attacking half. And Pierre Ungamu comes up and goes to the backhand well. Chris McKenzie had his stick in the air. He got his horse in the way, and the backhand, the shot from Lance Watson puts it out to the left of the post. So from one end to the other, this game is going. South Africa in the lead by 4-3. No team has won 2 gap matches yet, so if South Africa can hang on to this lead, they will be the first, but France doing everything they can to make sure that they get a win. And it's picked up there by Ungamu, coming through now, and in comes Lance Watson, and Edouard Pan gets his pony in the way, brings the ball around now, gets a bump, still gets the shot in, picked up by Tom de Bruin. De Bruin fighting hard for the ball, but Pan gets hold of it, picked up by Juan Gonzalez. He taps it up onto the line, and that'll be interesting because Juan Gonzalez had that hit at the ball, took it to the line, took it to the boards. So let's see the play here. He takes the ball across to the boards, turns up. Now it comes out on a new line there. Lance Watson was running down the old line, but when the ball hits and bounces, that's a new line. Nobody really has right to that. So they've said no foul results. That's what I thought the result would be. And so it'll be hit in, it'll be thrown in towards the sideline. No foul resulting. Nobody really had possession of the ball there, so not a big loss. Everybody gets their breath back, and we'll see who gets possession from the line. It's going to be Pierre Ungamu. Backhand into centre field. Doesn't get a lot of length on it. Chris McKenzie's turned up nicely. And again, he's done this quite a lot this game, taking it across the field. See if he can open things out a little bit. Goes for the near side shot. In comes Tom de Bruin to pick up the dregs. And, well, there's been a whistle this time, and pretty confident. Just in some of these tight plays, the umpires, well, again, it appears no foul, so I'm just not sure what they blew then, whether sometimes they will if they think the ball's so close to the boards that it's not going to be playable, or it would be dangerous if two players went in looking for it. So I'll just call a stop to play and throw it in towards the sideline. Backhand there by Tom de Bruin. He's going to be covered by Edouard Pan. He goes out under the neck, takes it out to the boards. Bounces again. Looking for, well, Chris McKenzie's there. Again, an interesting one. Close play, tight on the boards. Both umpires blowing the whistle that time, so they both thought something was wrong. But again, they're going to throw it in. So I think what they're doing is they're just applying safety rules here. There's been a couple of squeeze-ups and a few people hurt right in close to the line there with that big, strong board backing. Horses can get a bit intimidated by it, so they just bring the play out away from the danger zone. Taken nicely across field there by Chris McKenzie. Up to Lance Watson, whose pony treads on it and leaves it for Edouard Pan. And he's hidden around the corner. Gonzalez was hooked out of the play. Ungamu comes through now, and he's put it up to, doesn't quite reach one. Gonzalez, so Lance Watson will chop it out of the way. Picked up there by a lovely strong backhand by Tom de Bruin, but de Bruin's play was read nicely there by Juan Gonzalez. Takes the ball down the centre, trapped there by Lance Watson, but first to it is going to be Edouard Pan. He'll take the ball out on the stick side now. He's got a couple of players up the front there, but he's hooked out of it by Watson. And probably just took a little bit too much time to decide what he was going to do with it there. And I don't know, Edouard Pan is off the horse. I don't know what happened there. He was just away from the ball. So I think he might have got hit on the leg again. Some very, very tight plays here, and with the horse's head swinging around, the weight of a horse's head when it hits you either on the arm or the leg is, I think he's been hit on the hand. Takes his glove off. Or is it something on his face? Certainly it was enough to make him jump off the horse with the pain. Yes, I think he's had a bang on the nose.
Oh.
Let's just see what happened in there. Couldn't quite see, but there were three of them going around the ball, and then another player coming in to push up, and I think it might have been a horse. His head came up and has hit him in the face. But despite what some people think, these professional polo players playing at the top end of these are some of the best polo players in the world appearing here. Most of them are professionals who play all around the world 12 months a year. They're very, very fit. They're very good athletes, and they have to be able to take those bumps and a little bit of pain every now and then in order to ensure they stay in the game and play on. So he won't worry about that too much. He knows there's only a couple of minutes to go. So yes, well done, Edouard Pan. He knows that France are very, very close to pulling this game out. They're still very much on the attack, and they haven't let South Africa get away at any stage. Now it's picked up by Edouard Pan. The fall didn't do him much harm. Was a lovely hit. The pony gets in the way. No, finally though, de Bruin gets the backhand. Chris McKenzie turns up. So does Ungamu. And he puts it over on Ungamu's side, so he'll take him out of the play. And he'll come in now. He's got Juan Gonzalez there to pick up the pass, but he's going to take it himself, and he windmills the stick over. He's just lost possession there. He keeps Chris McKenzie out of the way. Unfortunately, Pan's shot hits McKenzie's pony, and he takes it forward now. He and Ungamu going hard for the ball. Now in comes Lance Watson. Nearly squeezed him up there, but they had to pull off it, and it went over the back line. So France Well, just a goal the difference, and there's a minute 20 seconds left in the chukker. So, time blowing off. Looks like a bit of adjustment being done by, I think that's Shane Gould, Shane Boyd down there, the goal umpire. So they've just checked maybe the pony's got a little bit of blood on the mouth there, and so obviously that will be immediately taken back for the vets to look at. And Chris McKenzie will come back with a fresh horse. 4-3 South Africa, clinging to this lead. France were a bit unlucky. There was one that just was inches from the back, from the goal, and Chris McKenzie hitting a wonderful saving shot to drag it out of the goal mouth, and that might have just saved the game for them. Still, there's a minute 20 to go, so plenty of time for France to bring the ball in from the back line here and take it down on the attacking. So, France need 2 goals to win, 1 goal to equalise. If the scores are equal after a minute 20 here, they will go for a penalty shootout. So it hasn't happened so far. All the games have come to a result, but we did see a few last year. Now it's a lovely hit in by Ngamou, picked up by Pan. Pan's shot is turned around by Tom de Bruin, and Lance Watson stops the horse, pulled in there, but Gonzalez is able to hook him out of the play. Can't get the next shot in. Chris Watson does, though. Chris McKenzie takes it up and picked up there by Ngamou. I'm getting Watson's and McKenzie's mixed up. Anyway, here we go. It's Edouard Pan coming through. In comes Ngamou. Ngamou puts the ball down near the halfway line. He's riding hard for it, and he takes a man out of the way. Nice ball control by Gonzalez. Running into Oddsgard, hits a pony's foot and bounces over the back line. Oh dear, they just needed to get that to the goal. So Tom de Bruin, I think, will try and get his play. Hopefully he won't try and waste the 30 seconds like they did last time. In he comes and belts the ball out towards the right-hand side. In comes Edouard Pan. Picking the ball up now, 15 seconds left. Ngamou tries to tap it forward, backed out by Tom de Bruin, takes it onto the boards. In comes Juan Gonzalez, his shot hits a pony. Edouard Pan bangs the ball in, but there's the final siren, and so South Africa ran out good winners. They were very, very strong, and they got that couple of goals lead early, and it was France playing catch-up from then on. Getting up to the equaliser, but then not able to get that goal back. So very, very close, very tight, good game.